So, hey everyone, this is Frenchie. Uh, I'm going to be playing through some Adam here. So first things first, this is a post-recording commentary. I did play this game about uh, maybe 4 to 6 months ago, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna play some Adam. I'm gonna record it, and then I'm gonna post it if I win. Well, spoilers, I do win, and so this is a full gameplay, all the way through to the end. And so it took me a while to get motivated to actually record some commentary for it. But so first things first, this is a human wizard, and here we're gonna name him Billy. Excuse me. I always try to name my characters super mundane names, even if they aren't humans. I chose a human because I actually already have a win in this game. I have one other win as a gnome elementalist. I'd like to win once as a non-caster class, but for now, this is all I've got. This is a normal difficulty run. My previous playthrough was my previous win rather was on a version of the game that didn't have a difficulty setting, so it was always hardcore. This one is not hardcore. However, I'd never die. I never ended up dying. Some of the rules, the RNG, the random number generator, is a little bit more favorable on normal, so I think that might have been part of my win. I do have, you'll see here in this episode, actually, I do get to 1 HP at least one time, and if you ever drop down by a lot and land on 1 HP, that's because you got lucky. So the very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hop into this dungeon here. You saw, and I read some books. That's just to get my spells back. And then I'm going to pass the very first town, and then I'm going to go into this dungeon. This is the Small Mountain Cave. For those of you who don't know anything about Adam, which is probably a lot of you, but it shouldn't be because it's a very great game. The thing you should know about Small Mountain Cave is that the monsters it generates are always double your level, I think. So very quickly, as you level up in this cave, the monsters quickly become extremely out of depth. So it's very important that we get out of here as quickly as possible, and that's why I'm mostly running past them. These are actually the first guys I kill in this dungeon, and you'll see here it's going to level me up twice, which is not great for what I'm trying to do here. So I do level up twice here. Some of the skills that are important for me to get are concentration. That's going to help me learn more spells. You see the spells I have right now are Magic Missile and Acid Bolt, two very amazing spells to start out with. Stealth here, I think I choose some stealth here, and that's to help me better navigate Small Mountain Cave without people trying to attack me. I want to try to get out of Small Mountain Cave around level 6. By level 6, monsters start generating at level 12, I think. And by that point, they're already too hard for you to effectively take out. Up until level 6, you can pretty much roll through these guys. But yeah, soon, like eventually, you'll. I think later I come up against a rat, and it's too much for me to handle even. So what is the purpose of me coming to Small Mountain Cave? Is I'm looking for a waterproof blanket. A waterproof blanket automatically generates in this cave every single playthrough. And here I'm searching through the walls because I'm thinking that the level terrain has a hidden door here. It does not, but I'm thinking that it might. It always generates really far away from you, so you have to go all the way through the cave and then all the way back if you're unlucky. But the waterproof blanket just helps protect your gear from becoming waterlogged and destroyed whenever you enter a water tile, such as a river, or whether you get hit with a water attack. One thing I do want to watch out here is that Rattling Archer. He can disarm me. and that would be bad because while I am a wizard and I rely a lot on my spells, you'll see here that blue bar on the very top. That's my power points. And once you run out of power points, you can cast spells still, but it costs HP, and that's not something I want to do. One, I don't have a lot of HP, and two, that abuses your mana stat. So you don't want to do that if you can avoid it. I'm in kind of a tricky situation here. Completely surrounded. I'm forced to attack through these monsters, and I level up again. Again, I think that was level 4. So I really want to get out of here pretty soon. It's not something that I really want to. You don't want to dick around in this cave. It will. You will die. I think most of my runs die in this cave, the very first cave, and it's just a matter of me not getting out in time. You know. So that orc just threw a knife at me, but he's lucky that I'm trying to be a pacifist right now, or else I would have smoked him. That's a auto walk. I didn't speed up the footage there at all. That's what it looks like when you auto walk. So basically, when you auto walk, there's a lot of corridors in this game, as you can probably already see. So sometimes it's best just to tell your character, hey, walk until you find something interesting. So whether something interesting is an item on the ground, a monster, or a fork in the corridor, then he'll stop and you can say, okay, he'll be like, all right, now what should I do? You can also auto wait. Auto waiting is important if you need to recover some power points, like I do right here. I need to right here, or regenerate health. So see that rattling fencer there just disarmed me. So right now I don't have a weapon equipped. There I'm just checking my wands to see what kind of wands I have. But all I have is a wand of trap detection, so that's not really going to help me. That's not an offensive thing. So let me look at what I have here. I actually do have a long spear that I picked up. It's an adamantium long spear, which is actually a pretty decent weapon starting out. So it's a 1d12. So every time I hit with it, it rolls a 12-sided die, and then it has I think a +5 on it because it's adamantium. So it at least does 6 damage per hit, which is pretty good. When I leveled up there again, level 5 now. And I gained some stats. So here's the dungeon. Here's the stairs down. That stairs down leads to High Mountain Village, but I have to go through 6 levels of dungeon to get there. So pretty decent place to go if I can. But once I go down, I'm not coming back up. So I have to decide, is it worth it for me to go down there? Because once you go down there and you level up some, walking back through Small Mountain Cave is not an option. You will die. And unfortunately, it's pretty far away from the starting stairs, too. So, I don't remember. Like I said, I played this game between 4 and 6 months ago, so it's... who knows if I end up ever heading back there. I probably do. Especially once I get some teleport. If you're able to control teleport, then that would be a good place to end up going. Some words about teleporting in this game. There's the ability to teleport, and then there's the ability to control teleport. So you might step on a teleportation trap, and if you don't have the ability to control teleport, you will go to a random spot in the dungeon. And same if you cast a teleport spell on yourself. So being able to control teleport is very important. Now I'm just fighting my way out of the dungeon. I don't believe that I found the waterproof blanket, but like I said here, I'm level 6, so it really is time for me to be leaving. So I'm going to try to make my way out of the dungeon as fast as possible here without getting surrounded. Corridors are good for you in the sense that you can cordon off enemies, so you only fight either 1 or 2 at a time. But it's also, they can block your way just as easily as you can block theirs. So it's kind of a double-edged sword here. I would be fighting these guys in melee combat, but I just don't think that it's going to be easy enough. And right here we have a problem. A werewolf generated and spawned a bunch of wolves. It's not good. I'm very low on mana. I've got about half health, 3/4 health. And so right here I'm out of mana, out of PP rather, power points. And so I'm checking my potions. I don't have any useful potions on me right now. Checking my wands again. No helpful wands. Checking my scrolls. No helpful scrolls. So it's not looking good. But I can pray. And so praying first heals you. It has a list of things that it'll go through. It'll check your health, and if you're low on health, it'll heal you. So it did, and then I prayed again, and it saw that I was low on power points, and so it gave me my power points back. You can't pray very often. On normal, I think you get 3 prays before your God hates you. On hardcore, I think it's 2. And then you eventually have to build up your trust with your God again after that. So I got out of there. I was lucky. But I didn't find what I was looking for, so that's unlucky. But I am level 6, so that's pretty good. I think about going back in, but then I'm like, no, I really shouldn't. Next, I'm going to head back to that town that I skipped over. This is, as soon as I get here, this is Terranyo. It's the first village of the game, and it's where you'll get most of your restarting quests. So then another quest auto-generates here, which is just talk to 3 people about what's going on in the world. And it wants you to talk to 3 specific people. So the first person I'm going to talk to here is the village druid. I talked to him first because depending on if I talk to him or the village elder, there are 2 mutually exclusive quests. And the village elder quest gives you the healing skill, and I already have the healing skill, so I want to talk to this guy first. And then I'll talk to the little girl here. I accidentally passed her up, and I have to chase her down. There we go. And she wants me to help her find her dog, so I'll do that later. And then I talk to the village elder. He'll tell me, there's bad stuff going out west. And then the last person I have to talk to is not Yagaz the Fool, but I figured I'd talk to him anyway. He's a drunk. Which is fine, I'm not saying anything bad about him. And then eventually I find Taiwat Pear here, whose name is an anagram of Wyatt Earp. I cut a little bit of searching out there. But he tells me that I should kill Yurgius, who's the master thief, who's in Lowenlothel, which is a town to the southwest. He also tells me that he accepts bounties, so if I bring him a corpse of a bad guy, he'll give me some money. So here's all my quests that I have right now. Puppy quest, kill Yurgius, and kill Keythrax, which is up there at the very top. So I have to kill Keythrax, and then my main quest, the main quest for the overall game, is venture to the Draculor Chain and the Caverns of Chaos. And so the Caverns of Chaos, that's the main dungeon. I'll be heading there later. I'm gonna read some more from my spellbook here. Now that my concentration's a little bit higher, I'll get more castings out of it. So you see here I got 265 and 513. Now that's not exactly how many castings I'll get, but it is indicative of how much spells you have left. Yeah, for some reason I sense a sense of tension on the world map there, and then I go in. So I'm not sure why that happened. I think maybe it's because I generated the Master Thief quest. So about Lowenlothel, a lot of these guys are bad guys. There's bandits and assassins and stuff, but most of them generate neutral. Um, Sometimes they will generate hostile, so you have to really be careful and keep an eye out. If the health bar above their name is red, then they're hostile. So just be careful. Um, Here, I accidentally swing on this guy, but I miss, so he doesn't care, which is nice. That's really lucky for me. Here, I'm just going through and I'm stepping on all of the shop items because as soon as you see them in the shop, they auto-identify. So if I run across any of these in a dungeon somewhere, I'll already know what they are, and I won't have to identify them. Here's where Georgius normally spawns, but since I have the quest, he went down into his secret lair, into the Thieves Guild. I think this is actually the first time I played on this version of the game, and so I didn't know about the Thieves Guild, the Assassinate the Thieves Guild leader quest before that. These guys just tell me to both talk to the boss here. This is Hassenplatz, the Crime Lord. He wants me to kill Taiwat Pear. And if I do that, I'm about to go over here and show you Krampfnies, who is the Mad Doctor. Not this guy. This guy's just some rando. But see, this guy generated hostile, so I have to kill him, or else he'll kill me. These other guys, they don't care, though. This is part of another quest that I'm pretty sure in fact, I know I don't do this lane. Yeah, this is Krampfniest, which is a anagram of Frankenstein. Somebody else generated hostile, so I had to kill them. Lowenlefel is also an anagram of hole in the wall. So a lot of these names and stuff are just anagrams, which is fun. So I figure I don't know anything about this quest, so I go down here and I check it out. Spoiler alert: I don't do too well. This dungeon is filled with traps and it's confusing and yeah. I don't end up doing very well, but I check it out anyway because curiosity killed the cat. So here I'm just auto walking, and you can see here it has kind of a weird layout. So I've pretty much circumnavigated the perimeter of the dungeon level, and nothing happened. So there must be a hidden door somewhere. So it's time to start. I have to start searching, and so I start searching the walls here, and there I find a hidden passage here. And so most of these doors are locked. You can kick down locked doors. But they have a possibility of being trapped. That one was trapped, but I was able to avoid it. If you kick a door and it says does not budge, then it's not trapped. If you kick a door and it says does not budge at all, then it is trapped. So that's just a little trick for determining whether or not you want to keep kicking doors. There, I try to cast Magic Missile at it for some reason. I don't really know why. Maybe to try to trigger a trap or something, but it doesn't work. So I'm just kicking down doors now. I decided that it's not really worth it for me to keep kicking down doors right now. At least not there. I will kick this one down. So it does not budge, so it's not trapped. This one's locked as well. It was a blinding trap again. And so here I kick down this door, and I think it's a cut purse. It's a mugger. A mugger is right at the door waiting for me. But I was able to kill him pretty easily, and I'm level 7 now. And see, I maxed out on concentration already. Maxed out on literacy and concentration. Those are your two most important spells for a caster, because that's going to help you learn more spells. Spells are a limited resource in the game. If you don't have the right books, if you don't find the right books, then you're not going to be able to cast spells. So you go through the game and you cast a lot of spells, and then you end up not being, you run out of offensive spells. Well, you gotta rely on, you gotta either hope you find another book, or you just have to start meleeing people, which isn't very fun as a caster. There, I just fell into a pit trap. which hurts a lot. So I'm starting to see that these halls are really trapped. I'll have a wand of trap detection. That'd be great. A smart person would probably use that pretty soon. I don't for some reason. There's an explosive trap, so I burnt up my flint and steel. And then I stepped on a teleport trap, and I teleported into darkness. So if you remember, I don't have any wands of light or anything, so I'm kind of trapped in this darkness. But, oh, I do have a torch. I have a couple torches. So I try to use the torch here, but you need flint and steel to make a fire. So my flint and steel that just burnt up, I could have really used it right here. I'm in some diagonal corridor. I can't see anything. And something's hitting me. You can see down at the bottom there, it says you feel something passing very closely by your head. That means somebody tried to swing at you, but missed in the dark. So I'm just casting spells here. Hoping that I can get out of here. I got hit for 1 damage, but that 1 damage was enough to poison me, so now I'm poisoned. I'm got about maybe a third of my power points left, and now I've got about 1/5 of my power points left and about half health, and poisoned. You'll see up there in the corner it also says coward. You can control your stance in this game, and so if you are coward, you have the highest chance of evading incoming attacks, but you also have the lowest chance to hit. There's also berserk, which gives you the highest chance to be hit, but also the highest chance to hit, and there's a few in between. Hit an exploding runes trap, and I got dropped down to 1 HP, so that was very lucky. Part of probably being on normal, I think. And I prayed one more time, which again, part of being on normal is I got that 1 extra heal, that 1 extra prayer, but my God's no longer happy with me, and he won't answer any more prayers until I get my piety back higher. But I was able to luckily get out of that blinding corridor, that blind corridor, and I'm going to try to make my way out, because I realize that I'm extremely out of depth right now. Well, not really. I'm not really extremely out of depth, but I have no idea about this layout of this dungeon. So this is a Junior Thief. I had never seen this creature before, so this is a new creature added in, I think. I must have killed one in the dark, because I've already killed one, it says here. But I realize that I don't know anything about this quest, and I don't know anything about this dungeon layout, and I don't have the proper tools to tackle it. So, discretion, the better part of valor. I'm going to try to get away here. I found a girdle here, so I'm just going to equip it. It's not good, but it's not bad. It's a 0/0 girdle, so it doesn't give me any protection, but it's also not cursed, which is nice. Cursed means I couldn't take it off if I wanted to. So I'm going to make my way through the darkness here again. My mana regeneration is pretty fast, so I just stepped on an acid trap, so there goes my boots. Once you know a trap is there, you have a much higher chance of not triggering it when stepping over it. But if you don't know it's there, it's almost always going to trigger on you. So yeah, it's a bunch of traps still going here. Another pit trap, I think. Yeah, but I think I avoided that pit trap, so I was really lucky there. See, I walked over the teleportation trap again, but it didn't trigger because I knew it was there. Now you can manually trigger traps if for whatever reason you want to stand on top of that teleportation trap and you want to be teleported somewhere. Say you have teleport control or you just want to get out of there. You can manually trigger the trap, and it will guarantee trigger. So I'm getting out of here. F this place. One more thing about Hots and Plots, the crime lord over there, is that Taiwat Pair will, once you're level 10, he will ask you to kill him as well. It's one of my favorite quests to do. because it gives you an amulet of order. So I actually accidentally dragged an outlaw with me, and I didn't realize. So that's what that prompt there is. It's Taiwat Paris saw the outlaw and is going to attack him theoretically. I didn't see it though. I'm just like, oh, what's that? That's weird. But if you ever leave an area with someone standing right next to you, they will follow you. And so the outlaw followed me. And I'm just like, oh, that's cool. I'll just buy these rations here because I'm hungry. And then I noticed that a child is killed. So this outlaw killed a child. And I'm like, whoa, dude, you can't kill children. That's pretty fucked up, dude. So now I notice that he's here and I'm going to kill him. Theoretically, I'm just standing here right now for some reason. There we go. I finally hit him and he's aggroed onto me now. So I'm just going to melee him. He took about a good chunk of my life away, but I got him. He left a corpse. And so that's a good time to show you that you can turn in corpses to Taiwat Pair. So turn in the corpse. You could eat the corpse too if you wanted to. It's food. But he gave me 75 gold pieces. And he just reminded me of the quest he wants me to do. And I'm going to use that gold, my child murderer gold, to get some more rations. Because I was hungry. Well, I'm not hungry right now, but it doesn't hurt to have those. And I'll eat one because having two makes me burdened because I'm very weak. And then I'm going to head to the dungeon. And that's it, guys. I'm going to head to the village dungeon, and that'll be next episode. See ya.